Tyler has started. So if I stand back here, you can see he's made a good start on that.
Nice cool brisk morning here in beautiful New Zealand.
The cows cruising along the race there.
Tell you what, that's not coming down. There's the pump, filters, UV, and the lines going inside. Now I've got comms and power out here, but for now I'll just probably feed the pump just off the outside outlets on the house, and that will keep that all going until I come up with a proper plan of how I'm going to do all this. I've just applied spray to the top of these posts so that once I've cut them off, I probably need to do a better job of that, to be fair, but yeah, for now that looks alright. My plan is to get either a stainless steel cover to come over top of this whole lot, because I don't really want all this to be exposed too much, or doing some sort of timber thing there, and then I can do LED lighting or some sort of lighting along here or anything in the future. Mounted a few of the bits for the UV filter. I've drilled 2 holes that go through this ply that I've mounted, so there's like gets a bit tricky when you've got a 45 and then you have to mount other things to that angle, but yeah, I'm not aiming for perfection here. I'm just trying to get it so it looks decent. And then yeah, through there I'll have me 2 water lines, so they'll pop through. Let me show you that. Yeah, they'll pop through there and then they will go, so one line will go to the UV, so the bottom should be the output. So no, yeah, I think it comes in the bottom and then it'll come out here. So we'll mount the pump on these. I can shift these if I need to. Yeah, from the pump, and it'll come along over to here, out through the filters, and then come down into the bottom of the UV, out of the UV, and then into one of the valves inside. But now I've got a temporary light just strung across the ceiling, just for this middle area. Tyler has started. It is at about 80% inside, so most of the doors just need one more coat. I've started putting up some of the lights, so they're looking pretty good. Laundry, master bedroom, ensuite. So far the Tyler's made a start in here. He's already done all the, there's the drain there. Prepped all this, so that'll be for the shower niche. All the weatherproofing's all done in here. He's still, once he's done all this and grouted that, he's gonna build a little nib just for the drainage to stop it from leaking out into the rest of the area. The bathroom is a little bit further along. So if I stand back here, you can see he's made a good start on that. Slowly getting all the rooms all lit up. Makes a huge difference once you start getting lighting in here. super stoked with how it's coming along. Only a few little minor dings for the painter to fix up, but they're nothing too serious. With this ceiling, as you can see, it's sort of a grid pattern, but yeah, I've got to spend a lot more time on that to get that all sorted. I've got kitchen coming, not next week, but the following Monday, and yeah, once that shows up, kitchen will start going in, and then the flooring is about another week or so after that, and in that time I can muck around with the ceilings. I can get all of the wall fittings on, so things like towel rails, vanities, mirrors, toilets and stuff will happen after the flooring. I'm just going to do a quick demonstration of some of these the ducted grills. So they're a 200mm face. I'll chuck duct tape on that, and then see how this turns out. A time lapse of the rest, and in this one I'll go into depth of how I do this one, and then later on we'll be tackling the speakers. So that's the plan. Let's crack into this. So in these boxes are the round ceiling diffusers. Pretty standard for most ducting systems. Comes with the finger traps or mouse traps. I have been bitten a few times by those in the past, I will admit. Anyway, so without further ado, I will crack into this. And so with these is that you can adjust the flow by opening and closing this. In this case, I've already got zone control and dampers anyway, so I will probably leave this sort of halfway or completely open, or just whatever looks good on the ceiling, and see what the sort of flows are like. But yeah, other than that, I'll get into this. And yeah, so with these ducts, it comes with obviously an internal and an outer. Now, on all the stuff that's inside the ceiling space, you need to be 100% sure that the outer is also sealed around the any connections, because of all the heat transfer either in the ceiling space. Say for instance you're in cooling, when you've got cool air coming through here, all the heat is just trying to get into that space, because heat moves to where it's coolest. So by that logic, if you have in the ceiling space itself, when all the heat's there, it's always trying to get in, or the other way around, if the ceiling space is cooler and you're trying to heat up the space, all the heat's trying to get out. At this point here, this is below the bats, below the insulation line, so the amount of transfer right at the grill is like very negligible. But what I try and do is just keep it tidy. So in this case, I'm just going to tie it up anyway because I can. And it means that, yeah, as you pull it down, it stays all together. So I'm just going to get this on there. And if it's not going to work, I will leave it. But main thing is to get on these. It's got like little metal clips which latch over top of the steel rings on the ducting. As long as I can get those in place without catching my fingers on those, I'll just leave them down for now. Sorry about the noise. So my goal here isn't to get it all the way down, but just to get it enough that I can get a good layer of duct tape on it. All the stuff that's in the ceiling has the silver face, and that stops the heat getting into it, so it reflects the heat off of the tape, because as I've been told in the past by the guy that helped me source the system, is that what happens is the glue will start to I guess lose its stick, and then you'll find a whole lot of ducts just not working properly. They won't completely fall off, but a lot of the time you'll get air leaks and all that. So yeah, especially in the ceiling space, you want to make sure that you've got high quality tape to prevent any of that happening, because it's usually in an awkward spot as well. When I was installing the system, I got really tight on the amount of ducting I had, so I had to steal a piece from this one, then join it to another one, which wasn't ideal, but didn't have a chance to get another whole length, but it'll be fine. So I'm just gonna wrap this around there. It'll keep it all snug. And we'll see in a second if I did my cutouts correctly. Hopefully, if anything, it's too small. Won't be a good look if I did it too big. But anyway, you'll see that if I have. Yeah. Yeah, you beauty. Okay, so pull the mouse straps back up. Oh, you would break it off. Okay. There we go. Back to armed and dangerous. Now, doesn't really matter. So it should, if everything goes correctly, just pop up there like that. Now that will be very hard to get back down, I will admit, because that is tight. So hopefully I don't have to pull that down. But anyway, looking pretty good. Something I have noticed is I should have got that square mirror so you can actually see if you are in bed here. You can see that the fins aren't quite symmetrical, and it won't annoy most people, but it would annoy me, so if I can. The perk of the design of this is that the airflow comes out and it kind of feathers it that way. Originally I wasn't going to have it in the centre of the room, but after a bit of research I learned that if it's not in the centre, you sometimes get a little bit of funny airflows, and like if it goes against the window, it'll pull any cool air that's sort of sitting against the window, and you get weird sort of circulation. The other place would be somewhere nearer the doorway, but then it's not really effectively exchanging the air, so you'll either put it, probably a good place would be in the very corner. So if your bed's here and you've got airflow coming here, it's bringing fresh air past your bed out the door. But in the centre helps with the best evenly distributed air. So yeah. Oh, that's gonna be a bitch. Ooh. The old iometer. I think that's pretty good. Something like that. Yep, here we go. Yep, happy with that. I will stick this in loosely for now, just very loosely, so I can get maximum airflow. Something like that. Get the maximum airflow out of it and just see how they all perform. If I leave them all loose, then I can get pressures and see how that goes. Just a little close up of what I'm working at. So yeah, this has a little screw there that you can wind up and down. And now we rinse and repeat. So just going to put this hair up on here. So I'll stick that up there, take that down, slide that up, stick the inner piece back in, and yeah, do that for all of the bedrooms. This time I'm going to try and line that up as best I can. hole size. Maybe I have. We'll see in a second. I think we're good. Ooh. Oh, okay. It's a little bit tight. Tell you what, that's not coming down. And if it does, I'll probably have to do it from the top. Listen in. Here we go. Beauty. This is a AOTech multi-sensor 7, so it'll do humidity, lumens, vibration, motion, and a few others. Recessed into here.
We're running out of options.